Hi, this is Samudro of IMAP talking to you about the retreat Sexual Deconditioning. Why do we have such a long, deep psychotherapeutic seminar for deconditioning our sexuality? Well, in a way, it's quite simple to understand. Sex is our life energy. It's our most powerful energy, and it's the most natural. It's as powerful as the sea, as the ocean. See how strong the waves are. This is like when we have a sexual desire, it comes up in a wave that takes us over, and we can lose ourselves. We can lose our rational mind. And we've all been conditioned by our family, by our society, by our political system, by our religions to limit that power, limit that nature. Societies are scared of allowing humans to be natural with their sexuality. We have learned to be ashamed of our natural sexual energy. You know, the Christian story or the Jewish story of Adam and Eve saying once they ate the apple from the tree of knowledge, they lost their innocence and they became aware of their sexuality, and they had to cover their genitals with the fig leaf. And even other religions, such as Buddhism, have taught us, or Taoism have taught us, that yes, if you have sexuality, it should only be for the procreation of children. You know, so whichever religion we've been brought up with, or whichever political system. So, for example, in the Soviet system, they said, there's no sex in the Soviet Union. And the British said, no sex, please, we're British. Just lie down and think of the Queen or the King now. You know, our childhood was a time when we were conditioned psychologically. All around us, the adults told the children, no, don't touch your genitals. To be civilized means you should control your animal instincts. Okay, so in the Sexual Deconditioning Psychotherapy Retreat, we're going to be helping you to remove the layers of conditioning on your natural sexual energy, and you will be able to find what is natural for you. But we have to first decondition before we can find out what is our nature. And we're going to go through 4 stages. We're going through 4 developmental stages. The first stage is called autosexuality. Auto means yourself. So that means when we're a very little baby, immediately after birth, through infancy, when we're infants, we are already starting to explore this body that we have arrived in. Our soul, our spirit has landed in this body, in this world. And what is this body? Oh, if I touch it, oh, I feel some pleasure. Oh, and some parts, some zones of the body have different sensations. All children touch themselves. And all children laugh and enjoy and feel the pleasure of having a physical body. But when a child starts to touch the genital area, it can feel there's a special sensation. And if an adult sees the child touching that genital area and the child enjoying, oh, it's such a taboo, there can be punishment, and the child becomes shocked. In the moment of that punishment, the child wonders, what have I done wrong? I was just enjoying myself and now it's not allowed. So it's not only a physical trauma, it's an energetic trauma. And a trauma means when the natural flow, the natural wave of our life energy is blocked, it's stopped. And it's like, although the desire doesn't stop, the child still experiences the desire for pleasure, but now it has a barrier. The pleasure desire is building up, and now there's a barrier. No, pleasure is not allowed. touching myself is not allowed. So then we go on to the next stage, when the child is exploring the bodies of other children of its own gender. We are already separating. Boys go to toilet there, girls go to toilet there, and boys learn to be with boys, girls learn to be with girls. There's a separation of the gender. And in that separation, the children are exploring with each other. And that exploration with each other, maybe friends are just playing with each other. And again, if adults find boys are touching boys, girls are touching girls, no, that's homosexuality, that's bad. And we get another trauma. Then the third stage of natural development of the child is the child is then interested in the opposite gender. Now it can start very young as 3 or 4, when little boys and girls are exploring, oh, what do you have? Oh, what do I have? Why do you go to toilet in that way and I go to toilet in another way? Or it could be when parents stop washing the children. The parents don't touch the genitals anymore. That's your private area. Don't let anybody touch there. The parents are trying to protect the child, but also can be conditioning the child that genitals are special area, but they're also dangerous area. And the parents are also teaching the child sex is not to be spoken about. Sex is to be only in a certain way. There's a correct way of having sex and an incorrect way. There's a division of good and evil. Our society, our religion, our politics say what is the right way of having sex and what's the wrong way. And all this conditioning makes us afraid of being natural. So we become afraid to approach the opposite sex. And the first sexual experience is not always easy. It can be very traumatic. There are so many variations of trauma for the heterosexual stage. We have to remove those traumas so we can find our natural sexual energy. And then we go to the fourth stage. What is our natural sexual energy? And how can it be a source of not only pleasure, but of full energy? And if a human is full of energy, they will discover, wow, the amazing energy of this universe. And that's where Tantra comes. The path of Tantra is helping us to discover our natural sexual energy is not only a source of joy, it's a source of spirituality. It's a way of connecting with this universe. There is not only an orgasm of the physical body, there's an orgasm of energy. That is what Tantra is. And that's what we're going to taste as the ultimate of sexual deconditioning, to help you find your nature and to be orgasmic, full of life energy, full of joy again. Welcome to Sexual Deconditioning.